Hi everyone, how's it going? Some people ask me, Miles, why do you have so much patience with people and humanity in general when there's so many idiots out there and destructive people? And for me, it's because I generally have faith. I believe that, we aren't all perfect and we all want to better ourselves in one way or another. And even if some people, don't seem to be wanting to improve themselves, it's because they haven't been shown a better alternative. So some of you may know, a few weeks ago I hosted a live game show on the internet called The Zone, and it was really great fun, and I did it with some of my YouTube friends. And the thing that I noticed so much about it is this whole loyalty in terms of if you're, how shall I put this, the only people that showed up tend to be fangirls and boys of Charlie and Alex, which I don't have an issue with. I think it's cool, and I completely understand they have huge number of followers, so it was likely that people went to see them as opposed to see me. But when issue began to happen was when I uploaded the video to my channel, and I remember one comment aimed at Ed Plant, and they said, "Who the hell's that guy playing?" And it just made me laugh, because it wasn't an attack on what he was doing. There was no judgment about his playing. It was just, who is he? And the thing I've noticed on YouTube the past couple of years, where unfortunately we're getting this culture now where people feel the need to go on here just to be famous. It's their right to be famous, and you look across the board now, it's all there. People marketing themselves, which, good or bad, that's a completely different discussion. But with this, it's as if people who are fans of Charlie and Alex, they know who Charlie and Alex is, and they know that lots of people know who they are. So when it comes to people who are new and unfamiliar, it's, well, I don't know about them, not many people know about them, so who the hell are they? So where am I going with this? You may be asking. Well, I am going somewhere. So judgment was made. Who the hell is this guy? And I could say he's on YouTube called Ed Plant and he's a musician. Now if that guy had just taken some care into rationalising what he thought before he said it, he would have gone, well, he's playing music, so he's a musician. He's got a following online, so he must be good at what he does. People must enjoy it. And therefore, the people who made the show chose him because they knew he would be a great asset to the show. And I mean, in my opinion, he is one of my favourite musicians on YouTube, and that's not the reason I'm using him as an example. But there are people that support him. So if the person who wrote that comment had just thought for a second and rationalised their thoughts, they wouldn't have made such a comment. So a second example, before I get to the main point of this video. When I see someone online, a video blogger, a vlogger who's very confident and forward, I would think that they are quite arrogant or pretentious. And that's my first thoughts. But what you do is you pause, you think about it, and you'll realise they're not arrogant, they're just very passionate about what they're talking about. And I guess I experienced this because I know there are some people I'm friends with on YouTube who have admitted that at first they thought I was arrogant and pretentious because I am very forward. And it's not because I'm arrogant, it's just I'm very passionate and I speak confidently and I'm smiling and, I don't know, it could be threatening, I don't know. But if you just give me a chance, if you reflect, if you rationalise, it's really not that bad. And I spoke about it on Absolute Radio recently regarding a presenter called Ian Lee who does a recap programme for the TV show Lost. And I watched it and he was very mean to the people he co-presented with, so I kind of felt hate towards him. But the other day, I was on his radio show and I explained the point I've just made now.
Oh, hi, how's it going?
Yeah, fine, man. What can I do for you?
I was going to speak about music. I tweeted you earlier. I was Blade 376.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I'm now a fan officially.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Pourquoi?
Yeah. Why?
Yes.
I don't know. I guess I've just given you more of a chance because when I first saw you in action doing your thing, it was on the Lost Initiative.
Yeah.
Being very mocking and that, and I guess it's hard not to see it as being pretentious at first, but then...
Well, it's not pretentious. Whoa. Hang on. But
by the way, I said that was my first opinion,
Yeah.
and we all know that if you reevaluate...
All we're saying is give peace a chance.
That's it.
That's all we're saying.
So what's the point I'm trying to make? Well, we're human. We make judgments. There's nothing wrong with that. We're not perfect. But we're human in the sense that we're able to rationalise, and some people believe that is something that distinguishes us from animals. What is it to be human? It's to have the power to judge and then to rationalise our behaviours and thoughts. But we live in a society now where so many people think that being wrong or having to go back on what you first thought or said is a weakness, and it's not, because to find out that you're wrong and to acknowledge that is showing that you understand the right way of things or the better alternative, and that's a positive, surely. It's like prejudice and discrimination, okay? To be prejudiced is not necessarily a bad thing. We need it to differentiate between good and bad in life. But discrimination is when you take action on those thoughts sometimes. And obviously some people have prejudice which are deemed as irrational. And you may have heard that term before. And therefore they discriminate just in ways that are not very acceptable. So all I'm saying is, like Ian Lee said to me on the radio,
all we're saying is give peace a chance.
That's it.
That's all we're saying.
am I right about this person? Am I wrong about this person? What judgments have I made and why? And I just feel if more people took this perspective, which is what I do, and it's why I have a lot of patience with even my enemies and people that try and destroy my life, because by having that attitude, we're going to be walking towards solutions and we're not going to be burning any bridges. I'd like to hear your thoughts. Similar to a video I did 3 years ago called Admit to the World That You're Not Perfect. I'd like you to write in the comments now. Admit times when you know you should have rationalised your thoughts more, and when you've been wrong. Write what you learned and how you were right in other ways, perhaps. Hopefully that was constructive. Adios.